All right, this is a really quick video. I just wanted to show you two data providers that are maybe a little bit less known that you might find useful if you are targeting startups or technology companies or software companies or anything like that. So the first one here is a company called Ocean.io. And what's really cool about Ocean.io is basically they use basically lookalikes essentially to build out your lead list. So you could take, for example, a current client that you might have and their website, or a couple of ideal clients that you really want to work with and their websites, and you could literally enter them in here. So let's just do, for example, instantly.ai, right? And then what it's going to do is it's going to find companies that look very, very, very similar to that. And you'll be able to build a list of companies like that. So you can see here, for example, I put in like Instantly, and then you've got like Woodpecker, Smart Lead, Smart Reach, all of these other companies that are literally exactly the same, and it's done it within seconds. So this is really, really useful if you want to like really tailor your approach to finding very good, like best fit, ideal clients. Now, one disclaimer, I haven't actually used this. I've done demos with the company and seen like everything back end. I haven't actually used this, but I've had very good things from it. So I would recommend it just in terms of like checking it out and at least just booking a demo just to kind of see. I think they do have, they have a free trial as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool if you want to build a list of ideal prospects in like a really short time frame, based on, basically like lookalike data essentially. And that's its specific USP. So I know other businesses have like lookalike types of things and data providers have other lookalike kind of like functionality, but with this, it's like their specific main thing that they focus on. So I think it's really good if you're looking for that kind of angle with your email campaigns. And the second one is Harmonic.ai. And basically, they are a complete startup database. So if you're looking for, software companies, AI startups, all sorts of different, basically very early stage startups where the information and data is really, really hard to find, whether it's on LinkedIn or anything like that. The data normally for startups is very hard to find just because they don't have a lot of information online. They could be in like stealth mode. They could be pre-seed. They could have just raised from angel. Like there's all sorts of different like scenarios and all sorts of different things that you might need to take into consideration. But just using regular databases isn't always enough because they usually, they just do basic filter, simple filters like, number of employees and industry and everything like that. But a lot of times, the information, the company information from startups hasn't actually reached databases just yet, but they still might be a very good fit for your business. And so here, what they do is they build out, a whole startup database essentially. So it's specifically for companies that are early stage, pre-seed, all sorts of different things like that, so that you're not having to rely on other databases. Now, it is a little bit more expensive from what I understand. However, again, if you're targeting specifically for startups and companies that are very pre-seed stage, that don't have much of an online presence, but those are who you work with. So a good example of this could be like software development, for example. Once they've got a couple of employees, they've already started building, there's no chance of you really being able to get in. It's very difficult to. But if you're doing software development, you find someone at the very early stages when they're just raising like pre-seed or getting angel investors, then you're more likely to be able to actually develop that relationship. So it's worth investing in tools like this, for example, as a way to be able to actually see, a whole list of companies that you won't find on any other database because they're very specific. Harmonics, is very specific to this exactly who they target and what they do. So yeah, I hope this video was useful. I just wanted to make a really quick one on just a couple of things that people might not know about and just bring some awareness to these core other databases. There are obviously 1,000,001 databases, but these I like because they have a unique angle. And I know that when we need some kind of functionality around this at the moment, we don't have any clients that work specifically with just startups. And we don't need to use Ocean much at the moment, but I know that in the future, there are definitely tools that I really want to test out and try out. But again, I've heard good things from people that I follow online. So I wanted to share these things and hopefully help you out. Anyway, thanks and see you in the next one.